Hi there, I'm Chris Berman. We got a lot of games to cover, so let's get to it. In our first game this week, we had the Rams squeeze out a 4-point victory. We had a big injury in this one, and Trey has the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Boomer, thanks. In front of you, we've got the AFC Infirmary Report. And as you can see, they were hit hard this week. Mark Word might be the biggest loss on this list. He'll be out for the rest of the regular season. In front of you, we've got the NFC list. And as you can see, they could form their own MASH unit. Joey Goodspeed sticks out on this list as one of the more costly injuries. Doctors confirming the worst this week, a torn hamstring. And that'll put him out for 8 weeks. So that'll do it for now. Chris, let's send it back to you.
Chris Chambers had over 50 yards receiving and helped his Dolphins beat the Titans. Up in the Windy City of Chicago, we had the Bears win this one to the tune of 13 points. Over in Oakland, we had the Raiders get sent away with a 7-point loss. The Saints got 300-plus yards from their offense in their victory at Tampa. The Colts won at home and will stay home for next week's game when they meet the Bengals. Cardinals, Vikings. Mo Williams
is at the 25-yard line, and boy, his line's been doing a good job for him today. And here they go again. Bounces outside, makes the move himself at the 25. Touchdown!
The Vikings win this one by the final score of 20-14. Rod Smith had over 50 yards receiving and helped his Broncos beat the Panthers. We had a big trade also of note here. Trey's got the lowdown for us. Trey?
Over now to news of a trade that might have some ramifications. Justin Smith leaves the Bengals and is on his way to the Broncos. And it's clear this was an area of their football team that needed somebody. In exchange, they'll get someone to beef up their roster. Sullivan is a guy that ought to be able to fit right in with his new club, and he should make his presence felt over time.
Down in the deep south of Atlanta, we had the Falcons get nipped by 3 points. Up in Seattle Stadium, we had the Seahawks walk away with a 6-point victory. The Patriots' defense held their opponents to under 150 passing yards in their win at Heinz Field. Eagles, Texans. Justin Fargas
is at the 25-yard line, and boy, his line's been doing a good job for him today. And here they go again. Bounces outside, makes the move himself at the 25. Touchdown!
The Texans go on to win this by the final score of 28-17. And last but not least, we had the Redskins come away victorious.
All right, Chris, let's switch gears and talk about players that'll have new homes in the National Football League, as free agency continues to play such a huge role in determining a team's makeup. Kenichi Udeze will be moving on from his current address, and he gets a pretty good deal to do it. 5 years, $7.7 million. Gardner will also have a new address for a while as he signs a 4-year contract with the Ravens. Lance Johnstone is going to find himself with a new club, and he'll be in a new tax bracket too. 4 years, $8.1 million. On top of that, a $2.4 million signing bonus. Jerome McDougal is on the move as well as he signs a 3-year contract with the Vikings.
So, 2 weeks into the books here on ESPN, here's my prime time performers for week number 2, and each is going to get a game ball. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.